So I've been in a long-term relationship,
Okay.
and every anniversary or holiday or birthday, he's not really excited about those kind of things. How do I get him excited about them?
Well, if you have anniversary after long-term relationships, anniversaries happen, and it's hard to get excited about certain things. It always is. It doesn't matter because when you have a long-term relationship, things tend to get stale. That's just true. But it's all, again, I go back to the constant never-ending improvement you can both do. It comes down to, let's say, when people in a relationship, they get into kind of a rut. It happened to me. It happens all the time. But if you go and you both do things that you love separately, you can come back together and talk about them. So what did you do? I did this thing. It was like I sail. I go sailing in Marina del Rey. I love sailing. I've taken her with me. She doesn't really like to do it as much as I do. So I go off and I sail, and she goes and does what she likes to do. And we get to come back home, and we talk about, how was your day? Oh, we saw dolphins. They were everywhere. It was awesome to see lions and all the great stuff. And how was your day? So, oh, we did this, and I did that. And we get to talk about it. But we're doing different things that light up our hearts, that light up our lives, and there's interest. So there's excitement that is exchanged. So what you can do is, on an anniversary or something like that, find something that you both like to do, and go do that, or go somewhere and do separate things. Something that excites him, something that excites you. And then come back and have a dinner at this great place or whatever it is, and talk about these amazing things you did somewhere nearby. Like for example, we would go up to Santa Barbara, and she'd go do something she liked, and I would go something I liked, and we'd come back and have dinner that night and talk about what we did in Santa Barbara that day. So it adds an extra added bit of spice to that. And also, if you're both reading some of the same books at the same time, always good discussions there. We're doing something together. There's always something you can do. But it's a constant, never-ending improvement. You never stop. Always keep dating each other. You have to. Because if you don't, it can get bad right under your nose. Because sometimes, if it does get to that point, you may have already lost the battle. I know this for a fact. This is my own experience. I thought things were going well, and I had no idea they had not been going well for months. I was clueless because I wasn't paying attention and we weren't communicating the way we should have. As soon as I found out something was off, then I started down my path to learning about all of these things. What is she doing? What are these signs I'm seeing? Like, oh my God, that's happening. Oh my God, that's happening. I'm not doing this. Then I started doing some of these things, implementing some of these things. I started seeing a change. Because I was changing my routine, I was getting more in touch, and we were communicating. You can save a relationship that way, by being aware and just getting in there and doing some work. It's not easy, but it can be fun. And believe me, the payoff can be awesome. Remember the pillow. Just say it. Don't forget that pillow. I know. It's fantastic. So, be aware, because if you're in a relationship, if things start to change, suddenly she loses a lot of weight and starts doing other things that you're like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to do stuff. I'm going to do things. There's not only communication, there's something going on. Pay attention to your gut. I didn't know, and it was way too late. And I wish I could have gone back and changed that, but I can't. Yeah.